Good morning. So I'm back with another video. Today is day 8 post-op. Learning a lot about myself, about this process. Watching a lot of videos and post-op education. Still not, 100%, but it's much better than day 1 through 5. I'll say that. This morning, I guess I'm gonna go through my morning routine and what I found to be really helpful in just making sure you're getting in all of your fluids, because you're supposed to, in addition to your 60 grams of protein per day, you're supposed to get into, like, I think 64 ounces of fluid. That could be through water, Crystal Lights, ice pops, decaffeinated coffee, which this is what I have right now. Decaffeinated coffee, but that is also mixed with my Premier protein shake. The vanilla kind of threw the I wasn't thinking I threw the container out, but I'll show you. I think I showed you guys on the last video, but I mixed it in the coffee. It is delicious, and it breaks it up a little bit so you're not just drinking the straight protein, because by this time I'm so tired of protein shakes. Of course, you have to sip slow. This is a huge portion, and that will take me like quite some time, probably all morning to finish, because our little red cups, you're only supposed to be sipping like that size per 15 minutes. So I'm trying to train myself to take small sips throughout, just literally like have a sip down. Literally, you cannot gulp. I found already just yesterday, it's very uncomfortable if you go, through large sips. You don't want to fill your sack super fast. I know you guys have all read about dumping, and that the feeling that I'm describing right now is not dumping, but it's just like that you took too much too fast, and it's very uncomfortable. You're still struggling with gas, yes. I'm talking about it. I'm gonna talk about everything real and raw. You see, I don't come on all dolled up and made up, because right now I don't feel like being dolled up and made up. I'm just trying to recover. Now when I'm ready and I'm back to myself, y'all might see me a little dressed, every now and then, but this, for me anyway, is to be real and raw about what this process is. Somebody yesterday, I had actually left out the house for a couple of hours. I took my daughter to get her hair done, and that's a whole nother process. That I'll do another video on just going out within the first days. But I took her to get her hair done, and her stylist, who I'm pretty close with, knows that I was having the surgery, and so she's considering it. So I was telling her a lot of the process, and she said, I know several people that have had this procedure done, and you have had to be like the best in telling me, because you were the realist and you were raw and put in a lot of the details. It's a lot of the details that you don't get, and maybe people don't really feel comfortable talking about it, or they just it's things that they don't think about depending on where they are in their journey. But these are the things that I'm telling you, it'll be so helpful if you're prepared to know, like, it's going to be like 2 days before I pass gas, and it's going to hurt like hell, or I have to take really small sips, or I'll go into now, like, again, my morning process. So as you know, you have to take several vitamins throughout the day. Well, not even just throughout the day. There's several different things you have to take. So first, post-op, you have to take what is called omeprazole, and that is you take that, the doctor prescribes. You take 1 capsule daily for 60 days, and then you decrease to every other day for 30 days after that, and that's to help with the acidity in your stomach, so that you don't develop any ulcers or anything, because you're constantly drinking, there's not a whole lot that can go into your stomach. So this is just that's what that is for. I'm like, I want to know everything I'm putting in my body. I want to know everything. So I'm researching things, asking questions, so, and I would encourage you to do that as well. The other thing that is going to be a part of your daily regimen is, yes, Colace. Colace, and my preference is Miralax. So I take 3 Colace, you can take up to 3 per day, and Miralax. You cannot, I repeat, do not do a laxative. There's a huge difference between laxative and like Colace and Miralax. These have the DocuSet sodium. It's a softener. It's not going to, you don't want to have your intestines stimulated and extracting. It is not going to be fun. So they strongly encourage you to do Colace and like a Miralax or a Benefiber. Sorry, we have some background noise from a beautiful 4-year-old who's home with a little cold. Not even gonna edit that out because this is life. So then you have the Colace. What else? Your vitamin, the Bariatric. I use Bariatric support. New therapy. I get it from Vitamin Shop. I like it because it is chewable. It's huge. It's chewable. I like to suck on it for a little while before I chew it. It's not the best tasting thing, but it's as close as to candy as you're gonna get. Thirsty, I need a little bit of water. You do get very thirsty. You sip throughout the day. You want to get yourself one of these cups, no straws, because that adds into air intake into your body. And you already have a small stomach as it is. You do not want to waste your space with air. So yeah, chewable. There's another medicine that I take. This with my calcium and iron, but you have to take that 2 hours apart because they can counteract your multivitamin. So when I come back on to talk about going out for the day, I'll tell you about, I'll be taking my iron and calcium then because I will be getting ready to go out for the day. But what I do, get up in the morning. I've been up since about 7. Brush my teeth, get my water, and take 1 pill at a time. If you have any other medication that you have to take, in addition to the 3 that I just showed you, then yeah, you want to brace yourself for that too, because you can fill up just on your medicine routine alone. You can fill up just on that alone. So, and mind you, you have to get these things in. You have to get your 64 ounces. You have to get your protein in. You have to get your vitamins in. Otherwise, you'll become dehydrated. You'll be very tired. I felt like I was starting to get like that, like with the last couple of days, because yesterday I was not up this early. I did not want to peel away from my bed, which happens also, and you get really tired quickly. So back to the routine. So what I'll do is, you have your morning things that you need to do. Breakfast for the kid, clean up, vacuum, wash dishes, whatever you need to do. So feed the dog. I have a very rambunctious puppy that I'll take out for a walk in a little bit so that, I'm getting my exercise in. But that vacuuming, make it work. We'll do the vacuum the whole house, even if you don't need to. But while you're doing it, take your first vitamin, swallow water, and do what you gotta do. Come back for your second in about 5 minutes, swallow your water, do what you're doing. And take the third one, 5 minutes, do what you do. Then, now I did that process, finish what I need to do, maybe do some laundry, anything. I break it up because, like I said, you can get very full. And then now that I've had my medicine, the only thing I did 2 already. The only thing I need to do still is my multivitamin, and then I'll do my protein shake. but really just, you got to go at your own pace for it, but just make sure you're keeping an eye on the clock and the day. And I wouldn't say surround your focus throughout the day on solely like I got to get this in, because otherwise it's going to feel like torture. But plan your day for whatever you're going to do. And I would recommend, even though you're out on medical leave or what have you, or if you don't work or if you do work, I'm out on medical leave from work for this procedure, but make a routine for yourself or a schedule so that you're still up and active. You have to walk, you've got to be up. Yesterday, I tell you, I suffered because I did not really plan my time well yesterday, and I was exhausted. Really, actually, yesterday and the day before. So you pay for it. You're so tired and you're uncomfortable. There's like a discomfort, not only just from drinking too much or taking in too much, but there's also a discomfort because you haven't gotten in enough. So it's rough if you don't stay on top of it. So I would definitely say create a routine, so nothing that is like really like overboard where you're really exerting too much energy, because that'll zap you too. It's just all about balance. So with that said, I'm gonna go for now, and I thank you for watching, and please subscribe, hit that button. I don't know which direction to point in, but hit that button and subscribe, share with anybody that a friend of a friend of a friend, because I'm really, I would love to share my journey just with everybody. And again, like I said, we're gonna get more into the before, during, and after, or what led me up to getting this procedure done. But I really just want to focus on getting through the first, week or two, at least until I get back to see my doctor. Focus on what this journey is like before we go into, the details, because I think that can add on, so much more and open up so much, so many other discussions. So please do watch and subscribe, and leave any comments if you have any questions, or things that you would like to see me talk about or you want to hear about in the future. And I'm keeping track. So again, thank you. Bye.